Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 4 Serenity's Tower with me, LittleMrsSimmer. So, as you can see, Miss Kaitlyn here is in labour. She's finally giving birth to this child. We are, going to be in a tricky situation. If this is his kid and if she is not lying, there's not room for another kid. There's room for another baby so long as Macy doesn't age up anytime soon. She's about to go and nap in the bush for some reason. I guess you should probably go to the hospital and have her kid and get out of the bush like a tramp. I don't know if Ivan's gonna go with her, but we are definitely gonna join her. Oh god. Right. Well, her and Serenity have actually been getting on. She kind of felt a bit bad while, the labour's been going on for a bit. And she kind of felt a bit bad just leaving her in labour on her own. She's sort of been there and done that. And she sort of felt that she's just tried to comfort her a bit. So their hatred level has gone down a bit. And I guess I clicked on Serenity, so Serenity will be going with her. But either way, I don't know if it tells you on the birth certificate who's the kid. But we'll be able to look at the family tree anyway and see who's the kid. So we'll go and check in at the front desk. Serenity's needs are pretty damn good. I guess she can just sit in the waiting room and wait. Dude, your makeup is them eyebrows. She looks like that baboon from The Lion King. With the blue, does he have like blue markings on his face? That's what she's looking like right now. Yeah, so she's got her little gown on. I guess Serenity's feeling very flirty. We can't do anything, so I guess we'll just follow her. No, Serenity, we're not going on the computer, we're in the freaking hospital. Alright, we'll go here. And, so considering they hate each other so much, this is a very personal moment to be sharing with someone that you don't like. But yeah, so she's about to have her baby. And I don't know what's going to happen with the living situation. Doesn't that look like Eliza Pancakes? Eliza Pancakes is delivering our child. When did you become a nurse? When did she become a nurse? Has she always been a nurse? Because the nursing career hasn't always been in the game, and she's been in the game since the beginning. Okay, Eliza. As long as you're not delivering my freaking child with them pancake fingers. Okay then. And Serenity is literally going on the computer. Get off. She's obsessed. She hasn't played games in ages, so she's literally like, I have to go on and play. But let's speed this up a bit. It's okay, Serenity. It's a boy. Why is that like that? Her last name is O'Hara. What should we call him? Vikram, Soren, Earl, Mac, Jaden, Ian. Some of you suggested some baby names, I think. So I'm going to quickly have a look on a past video. Someone said Alexander if it's a boy. I really like that name. And Brittany if it's a girl. Brittany would have been perfect for a girl. But yeah, let's call him Alexander then. Alexander O'Hara. That sounds great, doesn't it? Right, there we go. That's his name. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. I've got a really sore throat. He's very dark skinned. I've got a really sore throat. Like, it was keeping me up all night. It was like every time I swallowed, it felt like someone was stabbing me in the neck. It was horrible, and I kept waking up. It was horrible. Right. So, can we click on this baby's family tree? Where's the father? There's no father. There is no father. I definitely don't think that's his kid though. Do you remember look at the colour of Macy and then look at him. He's still kind of white though. So I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure. And there's no father here. Would it not be Ivan? There is no father. This is interesting. But there we go. She had her kid. I wish there was a way that we could have some kind of DNA test. To tell if it was, his kid. But one way that we will be able to tell is by aging him up. Because you'll see his true skin colour when he ages up. So we will see. And Serenity is being the worst frenemy by sitting on the computer while her used to be enemy kind of acquaintance now is giving birth to a kid. I don't think it's Ivan's kid. I honestly think she has used it to try and get him back, and it hasn't worked. The birth certificate is here, and I'm not getting the impression that it. Look, you can even see just here that, look, he's even cuddling it and everything. It's just not his kid. Look. They're completely different. They're both white. That baby is black. I'm sorry. Look at Macy and look at that baby. That's not his kid, and I think he knows it. So I think it's time for a bit of an argument. He wants to see the birth certificate. There's no father on the birth certificate because of course he wasn't there. So yeah, this is a bit of a mess, and arguments are going to be had. So we are going to give the cold shoulder. I think she's going to know that he knows now. I think she thought she was going to get away with it, but she she's not. And she's kind of going to be like, but, so we will give fake bad news. It's not yours, but you could still father him. No, that's not happening. We could yell at him and say, why won't you help me? Because you've just rocked up here, you've pretended that I'm the father to your child, and you've basically tried to trap me, and it hasn't worked. So we'll tell her to go away. She's like, okay then, I see how it is. So he's extremely angry, he's aggravated, he's riled up. Serenity's just avoiding the drama altogether, and secretly really glad that he's not the father of her child. Beg for forgiveness, say I'm really sorry, please. Crap, I can't stop this. Try and flirt with him maybe, just try and get him on side, but it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He's like, no. He's furious. He's like, you can't come in here and do this. Who do you think you are? No. Nope, he's not having any of it, Kaitlyn. You have failed. You have failed massively. And do you know what the worst thing is? She hasn't even gone up to see her child. She's ran straight in towards Ivan, like, let me explain. No, there is no explaining this. You're a terrible, terrible woman, and you deserve to be kicked out on the street. Yes, this is the second time Serenity has kicked out a woman and her child, but if I'm perfectly honest, she did it completely through lies and deceit. There is no way that is his kid. There is no way that is his kid. That baby is not white. That is a white baby. If you could disagree with me, then fair enough. But in my opinion, just from The Sims, that's not a white baby. That means that is not his kid because the parents are both white. It's just simple genetics. I'm not being racist or anything. That is how genetics work. So yeah, I think he is going to go to bed and leave her to pack her things and get the hell out. Where is she gonna go? Who knows? But it is time to save and go to manage worlds, and we are gonna move her out. Kaitlyn does have a sister, and you will probably recognise the sim when you see her. depending on whether I've uploaded the video or not yet. I did make a create a sim video of this sim because I was just so happy with her. I think she's the most beautiful sim I have ever made, ever, and I uploaded it on my Twitter like I want to be her because she's literally that beautiful. And she currently, there's a whole story to her and we'll get into that, but I think that's where she'll go next to try and scavenge, you know, a place to stay, because she's the kind of person who, Kaitlyn is the kind of person who doesn't want to work for anything herself. She'd rather sponge off other people, and she kind of thought by getting her ex-boyfriend back she would have the perfect little family and she could just live off him because she knows he was a good artist, and she thought, oh, he'd be making lots of money and living the high life, and that just wasn't the case. He has his own family now, and she thought by saying that the baby was his that she could just get him back and that he would leave Serenity, and that just wasn't the case. Ivan was furious and I would be too. So we are going to be moving Little Miss Kaitlyn out of this household. You are not allowed to stay here anymore. Look at the freaking difference. Look at that difference. There's no way. Absolutely. Look, she's even holding it away from her like and so it's like, oh. She's not a nice person. So let's transfer sims between households. And I guess she'll come running back to her sister. Whether her sister will actually want her there or not is it. What the hell am I doing? No. Let's do that again before I just absolutely mess that up. Whether or not her sister will welcome her with open arms, you guys will find out. So she's moved in with her sister now. You can see they kind of look alike. Yeah, so the baby is of course going with her. We're not leaving the baby here. And they're back to their little trio. So let's head over to the Savage household and get to know a bit of Kaitlyn's backstory. We kind of didn't really know her. She kind of just turned up. She was sofa surfing in our house, you know, just scrounging off us a bit. But this is her sister, Tamsin. We'll learn a bit about her. Her name is Tamsin Savage. She was married to another guy, and that's why she changed her last name. Her and her sister really don't get on, and there's a big reason behind that, which I'm not gonna reveal yet. But she's just realised what the hell her sister's been up to. She's like, oh, you went and you know, they haven't spoken in such a long time. She's gonna give her a rude introduction. What are you doing in Windenburg? What the hell are you doing? And she kind of knows Ivan's around, but she never really got to know him, because she just sort of stayed out of her sister's life. So she's actually pregnant, I think. Yeah, she's pregnant from a past relationship. You know, her husband, they're separated, they're not living together, but she's pregnant with his kid. There is a massive reason why they're not together anymore, which I'm not going to reveal yet, because you guys might have already guessed what the reason is. But yeah, so she's separated from him, she's pregnant with his kid, and she's going it alone. She came to Windenburg for a fresh start, like most people. You know, it's a brand new neighbourhood. Loads of people have moved here with their families and such, looking for a fresh start, and so has Tamsin. So this is a little sort of bedsit she's staying in. Kaitlyn has already put Alexander upstairs, you know, thinking that she's making herself at home, when who knows, Tamsin's probably not going to let her stay around here long. They're really not on good terms. So we'll have a deep conversation with her. What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in so long. I don't really want to see you. You did this, that and the other. And she kind of knows that Ivan's around. She's seen him around. She hasn't really bothered to approach him because her sister's not with him anymore, so she didn't really think it was something that she wanted to get involved with. So she just kind of left him to his own devices, and if they see each other around, they see each other around. But yeah, so that's the whole drama with, look at that strut, look at the whole drama with Kaitlyn at the moment and how it's sort of weaned its way into Serenity's life, but I think we need to pry a bit more because this is kind of suspicious. She's found where I live, she's rocked up, she's just dumped her kid on me, and she's like, can I stay here, thanks? And it's just like, no. So let's ask about her career. Is it a job? Is that why you moved here? She's usually down in Oasis Springs. Why are you here all the way in Windenburg? So yeah, Kaitlyn's got some explaining to do, and we're trying to figure out what the hell she's doing here. So we're gonna show the big news, let her know that we're pregnant. I'm sure she already knows, but we're also gonna have a deep conversation with her and just find out what the hell she's doing here. Why is she in Windenburg? What has she been doing, causing all kinds of chaos? And then we're gonna tell her off for going after Ivan. What do you think you're doing? He's not yours anymore. And I think she should go over there and sort of apologise for her sister's behaviour. She's just absolutely flabbergasted at what she's done. How could you do that? How could you do that to him? Why is he dressed in this way? Okay. But yeah, how could you do that to him? How could you go over there and lie to him and try to ruin his family and take what's not yours? So yeah, I think that she feels like she has to apologise and sort of say that she didn't know, none of the family knew, they weren't all in on it, and you know, they're not all as bad as she is, and that, you know, just let them know that she's in a safe place. She's not exactly in a place where she's wanted, but she's in a safe place. So come on in for a friendly introduction. It's been a long time. Serenity's freaking out because there's a stranger in her home. She's like, who are you? She's also crapped up behind her, which probably isn't the best thing to do. She's like, hi, a long time no see. So we'll share the big news. I am pregnant, I'm not just fat. And sort of apologise for our freaking sister. So we will ask what he's doing now, catch up a tiny little bit. He's a painter at 1000 Words Art Gallery. He is indeed. We will tell a dramatic story. I can't believe she did that. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know. And other Sims. Let's go out another Sim. Kaitlyn. You know, is there anything I don't know? Say hello to Serenity. She hasn't met her yet. She just casually sat there in her pyjamas eating, listening in. I don't want another one of those troubling sisters. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting Kaitlyn. Yes, you have, Ivan. He's pretending he doesn't even know her now. So let's apologise to her as well. And get to know her. Deep conversation. Must have been terrible for you. I'm so sorry. Debate best captains. They're both kind of into gaming, so I think that's something that they will definitely sort of bond on and maybe even become really good friends. Along with their hatred for Tamsin's sister. Tell a dramatic story. But also next, you know, I decided maybe I should let you guys in on the big dealio going on. So we're going to go pay a visit to somebody after this. And we'll share some photos. So I think everything, you know, has gone pretty well here. I think she's patched things up with them. You know, they're living in the same area. They don't want it to be awkward just because of her sister's silly behaviour. This is when my sister was normal and she wasn't a freak. I'll ask Serenity about her career. Debate best captains again. And do an impression. He's like looking on like, oh, they're going on quite well. Serenity seems pretty happy to be talking to her. And she's very happy. I don't know why all of a sudden she's just married. Who the hell is she married to? We're not with them anymore, but okay, she's all of a sudden got the moodlet now. So I think we'll say goodbye. We might come and pay another visit. You know, we won't let Kaitlyn know that we're sort of getting on with them, because she'll try to pry in as well, and you know, so we best be off, you know, explained about the whole sister dealio and everything. Now we're gonna go and visit the man behind all of these problems. This is the guy that I've forgotten her name. Tamsin is pregnant by. So this is the husband that she is separated from. You know, this is the guy right here. So we will give a rude introduction because we're not really getting on with him, and we will share the big news. He knows she's pregnant, but you know, she's on her second trimester. We'll ask about her day. You know, how are you? Because I have just found out that you're basically, okay. So what happened was she and young Miles here were married. That is why she is a savage. She was married to Miles. They had been together a long time. They just started their little family. It wasn't planned, but they were. Look at his face. He's like, she what? She what? You know, everything was going swell, and Miles fell for Kaitlyn's charm, unlike Ivan did. He fell for it. He slept with Kaitlyn, and that is who the father to her baby is. The baby was never Ivan's. The baby was always his, but she lied and said it was his, of course. That is why she hates Kaitlyn so much, of course. She ruined her marriage. She's ruined everything that she's ever had. She's pregnant. She's a single mom, and she doesn't care about that. But it's a shame her sister had to be the one to ruin it all. So they're still married, but they're just separated, and they're not actually living together. She hasn't really got the money to pay for a divorce and everything, and I guess she still has that sweet spot for him, so she doesn't want to go ahead and ruin that sort of marriage dealio straight off the bat, but she's not about to get back with him anytime soon. So yeah, he's got a kid with Kaitlyn, and he's got a kid with Tamsin, which is just, he's the child of two sisters' children, so he is a bit of a player. He's a bit of an asshole, and I'd be damned if Tamsin ever dared try to get back with him. So yeah, he's got a kid. He doesn't even know it yet, but he's about to find out, so, and we're going to take him, he's clapping, he's obviously happy about it, but we're going to go and take him to see Alexander, because he doesn't even know that he's here. So tell an engaging story. Girl, that cheerleader outfit. And we are going to travel with... Can we travel with him? And we're going to take him to see the kid. Kaitlyn doesn't even know she's doing this. She doesn't really want him to know, because she kind of wants Ivan to still think that it is his kid, but he's totally not convinced. He's not convinced in the frickin' slightest. She doesn't want Miles to find out, because she'd like to think that she could still have it her own way, so she had no intention of ever telling him. But Tamsin is not about to let her sister cause all this freaking havoc to all these families. So we're going down to the house, and he's gonna go and meet his kid. Yeah, Kaitlyn's not gonna be happy about this. She's not having her own way, but she's acting like a petulant child, causing all this drama to Serenity and her family and Miles, even though he's a knob and he slept with both of them. So we are going to yell at her and say, he's here, you deal with this, and you deal with this now. I have work in an hour, and when I come back, this better be sorted. Right, so we're gonna go and make ourselves some food before work. We'll have a quick meal of cereal. Did he go up and see the kid or did he not? We're not going to chat with Tamsin. You're going to go and talk to Miles. You're going to go and explain everything to him. You've caused such a mess, Kaitlyn. You can't do this. You're causing destruction everywhere you go.
Tip?
He's like, what? What? You can't do this. So yeah, that's the father. And that's the mother, and that's obviously Alexander's stepmom, and their parents are not on the family tree because I haven't put them in the world yet, but yeah. So I'm going to ask about his career. You're going to be able to support this kid now that you know it's yours. He's unemployed, so he's not doing the best right now. Get to know him. Share photos of Alexander with him. And take him up to meet him, hopefully. No. You're doing this. You were going to do this. Congratulations on the new addition to the family. Yes, okay, Crystal, you're not even involved in this, even though you'll probably be equally as annoyed as you thought you had a grandchild, which you don't. Can we get... Okay, let's frickin' put the baby downstairs. I can never get this interaction to work, and I'm determined to do it. I'm determined. The kid is right here. The kid is right here. Is she gonna do it? There we go. She's like, look, it's your kid. He's like, and gossip and share more photos, and I guess we should have a deep discussion with him about how they're going to co-parent this kid, seeing as they can't exactly be together. Other Sims, we'll ask about Tamsin and what's going on there. What's the dealio? Are you guys ever going to get back together? I guess she's kind of thinking, if I can't have Ivan, maybe I'll steal my sister's separated husband. This woman will stop at nothing. Tamsin is my ball and chain. We're married. She's a ball and chain, alright. Talk up Eliza Pancakes who delivered the kid. Just be like, oh yeah, Eliza Pancakes delivered my child. And you weren't even there to see it. Which is not really his fault. It's entirely Kaitlyn's fault. Wow, I'd love to get to know her. Well, you should. She delivered your kid. And we give her a heartfelt compliment. And I kind of wish he would come and look after his kid a little bit, but I guess he would have to move in or something to get him to actually do it. So he's not going to have much of a relationship with him. It's going to be pretty difficult and everything. But that is basically what's going down in Kaitlyn's life. Right guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. I really hope you enjoyed all of the drama with Kaitlyn, the ex-girlfriend. In the next part, we will be introducing Macy to Ivan's mum and aging her up and trying to settle back into family life with Serenity. I hope you enjoyed this part of Serenity's tale, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!